Hello, welcome to the Soulprint Pick Your Crystal Weekly Reading for December 26th to January 1st. We are in the final week of the year 2021, and we're welcoming the very first day of the new year, January 1st, 2022. Before I start, there's sort of a general message that I am getting, and so I want to share that with you. What I'm being told is that while 2021 was a very difficult year for, well, pretty much everybody, there were blessings in the year. And you're being asked in this sort of time of reflection to remember the blessings, remember the positive events. There has been a lot of progress just on a global stage. You know, we know so much more now than we did a year ago about COVID. So we are better able to respond and treat it. We have more clarity, perhaps, of our own countries and how they are functioning or not functioning, and the changes that are being made there to improve. In our own lives, it may have been a very difficult year, but it has also brought clarity. Perhaps it has brought understanding. Perhaps the difficult has had made way for new beginnings. So as we start this the final week of this past year, we want to take the time to sort of reflect, because that's really what this week is about, right? It's about typically slowing down, taking a couple of deep breaths, and as the New Year's approaches, taking a look at what the year before has brought us, taking a look at perhaps patterns that we want to look at anew, or perhaps new patterns and behaviors that have started. So the overall message at this point is to stay positive, really count your blessings, because it's going to put you in a much better place emotionally, physically, spiritually, as you move forward into a brand new year. And so saying, I wish each and every one of you a abundant, joyful, and wise 2022. Let's get started, shall we? We're doing wands today. We have an amethyst, okay? We have a lovely rose quartz. And we have, this is green. I'm almost positive it's fluorite wand. So take a moment, see which wand resonates, which one calls out to you, maybe more than one. Sometimes all three will have sort of a more complete message. And let's get started, shall we? Let's start with this beautiful amethyst. Here we go. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and the Sun. Okay. So this is telling, a vibrational story about really taking the time and the energy to really dig deep into your conscious. What insights can you gain and glimmer when you understand truly the core of who you are? the king and the queen of wands are sort of urging you to move forward in a way where you are aware and that you are empowered by the understanding of the knowledge that you are creative, you are intuitive, you are passionate, you are a leader, you have maturity, you have respect. And all of these things, when they are in our awareness, will very often, of course, become our reality. And so the Knight of Pentacles is talking about new abundance making its way into your world as this year wraps up and a brand new one begins. It is about, perhaps you have been waiting for a go-ahead on something. Perhaps you have been seeking a new project or, the funds to move forward in a specific or certain way. This is about knowing yourself and not being afraid of taking positive action as you stand gently and respectfully in your power. It's about not being afraid to let your passions kind of guide the way sometimes. Let your creativity show you a new path. With the sun sitting here, it is as if you are almost, guaranteed a successful beginning to the new year, a successful and happy way forward. The sun typically represents literally, success, happiness, joy, contentment. It is, what we aspire to. It is what we all hope for. And these cards are giving you a message about the need for you to take whatever abundance comes to you. And again, abundance doesn't have to be money. It can be ideas. It can be good health. It can be, an avenue or a pathway opening up that can lead you somewhere new or different. But to confidently step into that energy, move forward, and bring on the sun. Allow the sun to come into your life, bringing with it success, happiness, joy. This is love. The energy of these cards is absolutely lovely. I just sort of want to sit here and absorb the energy because it really is about knowing yourself and trusting that you can move forward in a way that is authentic to you, that honors your creativity, that honors the wisdom that you have, that understands that the sun is available to everyone if they just listen, take the blessings that are offered, stand in their integrity, and follow their path. This is lovely. Okay, let's take a look at the rose quartz wand. Okay, here we go. we have the Five of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Magician. Okay. So, these cards want you to know that it is time now to move away from hurt, from disappointments, from, I almost want to say in some way, sort of an aggressive demeanor or behavior that ultimately you are discovering really isn't suiting you well, as when you listen to your thoughts and temper them with understanding and clarity. And I'm not suggesting that you guys are all out there fighting a war and stomping all over people. But, sometimes the easiest thing in the world is to acknowledge our anger. And sometimes the hardest thing in the world is to acknowledge our anger. At the bottom of anger is hurt. Always. Hurt because of the way we were treated. Hurt because of the way we allowed ourselves to be treated or the way we treated ourselves. But these cards talk about a real movement towards a very different 2022 than 2021. This is the time to quietly, it's not really about thinking your thoughts as much as it is communicating a plan, a forward way, a way in which you want to begin 2022, a way where you have the understanding that you and you alone can create a plan that creates a new way forward. That it is okay to be angry, but it's more important to feel the underlying emotions and let them go. Just let them go. Their time has passed and they don't serve you. This Page of Wands, bringing communication, it's about your thoughts. It's about actions. It's about putting that plan together or seeing a way forward. It's very important because what follows is the Two of Cups and the Magician. So this is about a coming together. Now, it very often is a coming together of two like elements. So sometimes this can be, a romantic relationship. Perhaps it's a renewal of a friendship. Perhaps it's a new friendship. Perhaps it is a coming together of two people kind of with the same objective. So somebody coming into your life or you entering somebody's life where you are able to move forward with this plan, this program, this understanding about where you want to get and what you want to accomplish in the coming year. Sometimes it is about finally finding peace within self. It is about bringing together kind of both sides of you and emerging whole, emerging with clarity of both the light and the shadows within each and every one of us and within you. and understanding that the power that comes from that literally brings pure magic into your world. This is the beginning of a year of serendipity. It is a year of magical coincidences. It is a year of divine intervention. But in order for that to take place, you have to be willing to step away from that which has brought pain to yourself or another, and to look for a new way forward that is far more a reflection of your highest ideals and your true self, so that you can attract into your world the support, the soulmate, the clarity that brings forward magical new beginnings, that takes you to a place where it honestly feels like the angels surround you and divine love guides you. Wow. Alrighty. And let's take a look at this beautiful green fluoride point. Here we go. Two of Swords. High Priestess. The Empress. And the Nine of Pentacles. Well, good golly. Okay. So, I am so sorry about that. Normally the powers that be keep my phone quiet. Okay. These are some really powerful cards. So, let's start at the beginning. You have the Two of Swords. This is about coming to a decision, feeling like you don't know what decision to make, feeling like circumstances have put you in a place where you don't have clarity about what choices to make. But this is not the time to let inaction create your choice. So what I'm saying is, this is not the time to make the decision to not make a decision and just kind of let things unfold. This is about finding clarity, finding the direction you seek. And perhaps it would be helpful if you recognized that it's not so much that there are good decisions and bad decisions. Simply, there are decisions that will take you down different pathways that will ultimately still take you to a goal, that will still take you to that place of learning, wisdom, new adventures, whatever it is. It's time to make a decision. It's time to simply allow yourself to find your clarity. You are encouraged to find your clarity by listening to your intuition, by listening to your inner voice, your highest self. Because the High Priestess is going to provide you insight into the path forward. Perhaps with that path forward more clear, You may be able to finally make a decision, or perhaps you've made a decision and you're questioning whether or not it was the right one. Well, the High Priestess is here saying you made that decision by trusting. And now you have to keep trusting and following your instincts and listening to your highest self so that you can move forward. And listen up, you have got crazy abundance coming your way. You have the Empress followed by the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So this is literally about new beginnings, new birth, growth, abundance, rebirth, additions, bringing new life in, bringing new people into your circle, and the abundance that follows. Simply, the abundance that follows. This is going to take you to a place of it's not only sort of material security, it is about a sense of confidence, a sense of understanding, a sense of recognition that you kind of are the captain of your own ship. And when you follow your instincts, when you listen to your higher self, when you listen to your truth, when you are opened to bringing in new, to allowing for expansion, that is when abundance, confidence, security come forward, come to you and surround you. So if this past year has been a time of kind of not knowing which way to go, not knowing which path to follow, or, continually having plans reworked or interrupted, and just already getting like so frustrated because you can't kind of find your footing. You can't find that way forward. Very clearly, the message for you is to listen, trust expansion, trust growth, and step into your abundance and your future with confidence. All lovely, lovely energy, lovely readings to end 2021 and to step bravely into 2022. Happy New Year to the Soulprint family, subscribers, and viewers. It has been my honor to spend this last year with you.